In the Valley of Elah, young David faced the giant Goliath with nothing but faith and a simple sling, reminding us that courage and trust can overcome any obstacle. Moses, called by God from a burning bush, challenged the might of Egypt and led his people to freedom, showing us the power of obedience and divine purpose. Ruth's loyalty to Naomi and her faithfulness opened doors to new beginnings, teaching us the blessing that comes from steadfast love and dedication. Esther risked her life to save her people, a testament to bravery and standing up for justice even when fear tries to silence us. David's heart poured out in Psalms, revealing a journey of repentance, praise, and deep relationship with God that inspires our own spiritual reflections. On Mount Sinai, Moses received God's laws, a covenant of faith and responsibility that calls us all to live with integrity and honor. Through loss and hardship, Ruth and Naomi's bond teaches us the power of faithfulness and the blessings that come from loving support. Before facing the king, Esther's silent prayers remind us that courage is often born in moments of quiet faith and trust. David's rise from shepherd to king shows how humility and a heart for God can transform a person's destiny and inspire a nation. The miracle of the parted sea speaks to liberation and faith's power to carve paths through impossible situations in our own lives. The story of Ruth and Boaz is a beautiful reminder of how kindness and integrity cultivate flourishing relationships and communities. Esther's wisdom and bravery show us that using our voice and position for good can change the course of history. Amidst battles and challenges, David found solace in music, reminding us of the healing that comes from expressing our souls. Guided by God's presence, Moses led his people through uncertainty, a call for us to trust divine guidance in our journeys. Ruth's humility and hard work invite us to embrace diligence and faith in seasons of waiting and growth. Behind the scenes, Esther's strategic heart teaches us the importance of preparation coupled with faith when facing challenges. As a leader, David's reflection teaches us the value of vision rooted in faith and responsibility for those we guide. When needs arise, Moses reminds us that God's provision can flow even from the most unexpected places. Simple acts of care between Ruth and Naomi invite us to nurture relationships with love and patience. Every step Esther took toward the throne was a step of faith, teaching us to move forward boldly despite fear. Worship was David's refuge and strength, inviting us to cultivate joy and gratitude through sincere praise. From a burning bush, God's call came, reminding us that life's most profound moments can appear unexpectedly. Ruth's journey from outsider to beloved illustrates how faith can transform identity and community. In moments of quiet reflection, Esther found strength, encouraging us to pause and seek wisdom in stillness. Before greatness, David was a shepherd, reminding us that humility and care are foundations for leadership. Moses' intercession for his people reminds us of the power in standing in the gap through prayer and compassion. Their story teaches us that genuine connection and respect build lasting bonds of love. Facing uncertainty, Esther's faith gave her the courage to advocate boldly for justice and mercy. Celebration of victory and faith brings communities closer, inspiring us to share in moments of triumph with gratitude. Crossing into the Promised Land was a step of faith and hope, a reminder that new beginnings require trust. Their enduring friendship reminds us how loyalty and kindness cultivate blessings beyond measure. Secret prayers before great acts of courage remind us that inner strength is nurtured in quiet moments with God. David's trust in God during dark times encourages us to find hope even when the night feels endless. The laws given to Moses guide us in living lives marked by justice, mercy, and reverence. Their journey teaches us about walking beside others through hardship with faith and perseverance. Moments of courage often change destinies. Esther's story challenges us to be bold in purpose and love. Leadership is about inspiring faith and courage, something David embodied as he led his people forward. Miracles often appear when faith leads the way, giving us courage to face storms in our own lives. Harvest time symbolizes the fruits of patience and kindness. Their story reminds us to nurture hope. Wise counsel and trusting relationships strengthen our resolve and guide us toward the right path. In solitude, David found clarity and peace, teaching us the importance of reflection amid life's chaos. Though Moses did not enter the land, his faith never wavered, inspiring acceptance and trust in God's plan. Small, faithful actions like Ruth's gathering reveal the beauty of diligence and hope over time. Royalty and responsibility dwelt together in Esther, calling us to embrace our roles with grace and courage. Even heroes need rest. David's moments of peace teach us to balance struggle with restoration. Leadership includes caring for the vulnerable, reminding us of God's heart for all generations. Acts of giving bring hope and healing. Ruth's generosity reflects the love we are called to share. Partnerships of trust and courage change histories. Esther and the King's alliance shows the power of goodwill. Music connects us to the divine. David's melodies invite us to express our deepest emotions honestly. Trials and storms are part of the journey. Moses' example shows that faith can light our darkest paths.